Hi friends, Namaskaram. Have you missed file your income tax return for the last 3 years? Have you approached a bank in order to avail loan? And definitely yes, they have mandatorily been asking you to submit the income tax returns for the last 3 years. Or if you have got income tax liability for the last 3 years, but you haven't filed the income tax return and the department have issued you with a notice. Or you have filed the income tax return, but certain incomes or certain things you haven't declared in income tax return, which may prove to be a heavy mistake in the futuristic years. Now, for all those issues, all those non-filers or all those filers who haven't declared their income tax return in proper have a golden opportunity to go back and file 3 back years return, or to rectify those mistakes, or to include those incomes for the last 3 years. We know the income tax provisions give the opportunity to file only a single year's return for the current period. So normally for this assessment year 22-23, we have the option to file the income tax return only for the financial year 21-22, and the time limit for filing the previous return already have been elapsed. But now for those non-filers, for those who have filed the wrong returns, now there is a provision, updated return. Apart from this normal year's return, we do have that option to file the back 2 years return also. That is, for the relevant assessment year 22-23, the normal return is for the financial year ended 31st of March 2022, that is 21-22 financial year. With this updated return option, you can go back to financial year 2021, also to 19-20. And this provision is applicable from 1st day of April 2022, and the department have issued the new form to file updated return also in form ITR-U. So what are all the specialities of this form ITR-U? How much extra tax burden the updated return filers have to bear, and who are all not eligible to file the updated return, etc., shall be discussed. So first of all, as I mentioned, right from this financial year 2022-23, from 1st day of April 2022, you can file the normal return for the financial year 21-22, and for the back 2 years, that is 2021 lag of 12 months, as well as financial year 19-20 lag of 24 months, we can file in the current financial year 22-23. So in the next year, that is 23-24, instead of 19-20 and 20-21, we can go back to 20-21 and 21-22 to file the 12 months back returns and 24 months back returns. So this is how we may approach for filing 3 years returns. So current previous year return in normal way, and last 2 years previous to the relevant previous year via updated return. So now the government gives those assessee the golden opportunity to back or to file back 3 years returns. And who cannot file this updated return? If we check with, for claiming refund, you cannot go and file an updated return. And if we are going to file a loss return, then also we cannot file this newer updated return. Also, if we are going to file a return for already filers, if the updated return would further increase the loss or decrease the tax liability, then also they cannot file this updated return. Then in case of search, seizure, etc., if those proceedings have been initiated by Income Tax Department, those assessees also cannot opt for updated return. Then, if their respective income for those respective periods are being initiated under any income tax proceedings, those assessees cannot also participate with this updated return. Same in case of those who are having any international transactions and proceedings under section 90 and 90A takes place. So in short, no return in form of updated return can be filed by those assessees which doesn't increase the revenue as far as department is concerned. So this is the way wherein you can go and file an updated return. Then, regarding to the rate of taxes for those updated return, the tax can be classified into two: normal taxes and extra tax for filing this updated return. For filing those belated return itself, there would be certain late fee under 234F plus interest under section 234A, 234B, 234C, etc. apart from normal rate of taxes, surcharges and cesses. Here also, in case of updated return also, apart from the normal income tax slab rates or normal income tax rates plus surcharge plus cess, there would be late fee for non-filers who went on to file this updated return plus the interest under respective sections till date. That would be the normal tax portion plus late fee plus interest. So apart from that normal taxes plus cesses plus interest, an additional tax under section 140B have been inserted, which would be 25% of tax plus interest in case of 12-month lag and 50% of this normal tax plus interest in case of 24-month lag. For example, if we go on to file an updated return in the relevant assessment year 22-23 for the year, financial year 2021, the lag is for 12 months and thereby the additional tax shall be 25% of tax plus interest, normal tax plus interest. And in this relevant assessment year 22-23, if we wish to file a new return for the year 19-20, 50% of tax plus interest shall be the tax under 140B. Apart from which, if we have paid the tax in form of TDS, TCS or advance tax, that respective amount can be deducted and the remaining amount have to be submitted, have to be remitted before filing income tax return. Without paying this tax, if we file the return, the filed return would be held to be as defective return under section 139(9), and in short, the return won't be processed and won't be taken into records by the income tax department. And for the second category of persons, that is, those persons who have already filed the return, now they are declaring extra income. I was mentioning you cannot decrease the liability, you cannot increase the loss. Thereby, if they go on to update their already filed returns, on the extra income declared by them, the extra tax plus cess plus interest, and on that respective extra tax, 25% or 50% on the basis of the year in which they are going to update would be required to pay, then only they can file an updated return. In order to file this updated return, a new form in the name ITR-U have been notified by the department, and it's a simple form having maybe 3 pages and particulars regarding if you are a new filer, you haven't filed the respective period return, or if you have filed the previous year returns, then the particulars regarding those already filed return for which you are going to update right now, and the reason for filing this updated return, and the particulars of 5 heads of income, how much income that we are going to declare now, the particulars regarding the tax that we are going to pay now, etc. would be in that simple form, this ITR-U, and it is also an electronic form that can be submitted in this income tax web portal. After submitting this income tax web portal, the verification, usual verification, Aadhaar OTP related verification, digital signature related verification, or this EVC sort of a verification can be made. Apart from that, ITR-V signing and sending to Bangalore also. So for those tax audit cases who have missed to file those income tax return, would be required to file this ITR-U along with the respective tax audit reports also. The normal persons can go on and file this income tax return alone. So this is a golden opportunity. Kindly don't miss it. Use it. Kindly do try to file all those pending returns. Be a tax complier. Be a person who can avail the loans as per your income capacity. Enjoy. Have a nice day. Thank you all.